this week, I'm very privileged to be sitting with Mr. Dan Horton, who's the president of Gananoque Wheels of Care, which is a transportation business, charity, that some of you may or may not be aware of. But I really wanted to have Mr. Horton here because he leads an organization where passionate people are doing good stuff every day. Welcome, Dan.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much for agreeing to be on. Let's open up by explaining what is Gananoque Wheels of Care.
Yes. So Gananoque Wheels of Care is a nonprofit charitable organization that was developed in 1986.
Okay.
We provide transportation services for people that have accessibility issues. We primarily will take people to either events or hospital appointments so that they can have the ability to get to those appointments. We serve Gananoque, and we also serve the township of Leeds and Thousand Islands. We are currently a volunteer organization. All of our drivers are volunteers. Our entire board are volunteers.
Wow. Well, and you do a lot of good work on a relatively small budget. I was looking at your 22 revenue agency returns because I do my little bit of research. And in the 22 fiscal year, you did everything you did for less than $23,000.
Yes, we have a very small budget. Really, our highest costs are the cost of the maintenance on the vehicle, fuel, and insurance for the board. But the budget is very small. We're very fortunate in that we do get donations from our private donors as well as the service organizations within Gananoque. And also we get community grants from TLTI and Gananoque, which we're much appreciative.
Well, and we were discussing that a little bit before you came on camera, that you had applied for and received a grant from Gananoque this year, and TLTI as well, this year as well. So it's really good that that you're an example of the way that the township and the town come together to enable a service that benefits both communities. Now, you mentioned in the description that Gananoque Wheels of Care will take people who require assistance to events. Now that's a very broad. Could you tell me what will you take them to family dinners?
Yeah, actually, we have clients that we will take out for a family gathering, for whether it be a holiday event or whether just a Sunday dinner outside of town. We on a regular occasion we will take folks from Carveth. We take them to McDonald's or Tim Hortons so they can have coffee with their friends. We also do fall trips down to the barn in Rockport so that they can have tea and coffee. We also have had events where we take the folks from Carveth to go and see the Christmas lights at Town Hall in Gananoque. So in December, I think we had 3 or 4 trips where we take people out to see the Christmas lights. Working with the coordinator at Carveth, we're looking at different events within Gananoque. I think we have some concerts that are happening this season.
Every Friday at the waterfront.
Yes, and we're trying to coordinate to get some folks out to those events as well. One thing that we've been trying to do is kind of break some of the myths that, we're only doing transport for folks for medical appointments, which, it's an essential thing, but I think personally, what I like to do is to get people out and get them to family events, get them out to McDonald's. We've also had contact from some folks from Toronto who want to come down to Toronto or down to Gananoque in the summer. They want to go to the Playhouse for an event. So we've been working with them to coordinate picking them up at the train station, getting them to their hotel, getting them to the Playhouse, and getting them back to Kingston. So I think from a community perspective, or to show the value of what our services provides to the town, that we're trying to bring into us and help them out and get them there.
There's a piece of that, but and Gananoque is a year-round town, so the service need does shift. Now, I did want to give a shout-out and a thank you to the Gibson family, because I want to address what is one of the most commonly held myths in Gananoque, I think, which is that you are part of the Carveth Care Home, but you're not.
No.
But the Gibson family, who operate the Carveth Care Home, offer you a place to stay.
Yes.
So they house your vehicle.
They house their vehicle, which is very convenient, and we're thankful for that because it does avoid, the cost of storage or having the bus elsewhere. It's also very convenient because, a lot of the clients end up in Carveth. And I think part of the myth is that the clients that we have is that Carveth is like an aggregation point for people. So we have clients that have been from, Cobourg, North Gore, Kingston. So it's an aggregation point. So even though it sounds like it's a service for Carveth, it's really a service that provides transport for people within the province, because we know that, residents come from different areas depending on where they're placed. And so it's not just a Carveth solution, it's just a coincidence, I think, for the most part.
It's a TLTI Gananoque solution, and Carveth happens to be in Gananoque.
Yeah.